Hi friends, I'm Leisa Sutton, and I believe that real peace of mind starts in the most important place in your home, in your kitchen. Think about it. We insure our cars, our homes, even our health. We plan for retirement, we save for a rainy day. But what about the one place we turn to every single day for comfort and security? Our pantry. This podcast isn't about fear, it's about freedom. Freedom from stress when life throws you a curveball, whether it's a snowstorm, a job loss, or just a week too busy for grocery runs. And a well-prepared pantry means you can always take care of the ones that you love. Here on Pantry Preparedness, I'll share simple and practical strategies to help you stock smarter, store better, turn your pantry into the best insurance policy you'll ever own. From saving money to stretching meals, you'll learn how to build a resilience right at home. So I hope that you subscribe today wherever you're listening to podcasts, and join me on Pantry Preparedness with Leisa Sutton, because a well-stocked pantry isn't just about food. It's about security, comfort, and the confidence to face whatever comes your way. Today, I want to have a serious but empowering conversation about something that's hitting a lot of families right now, today. What happens when food assistance fails? For many Americans, programs like SNAP and WIC are a lifeline. And when those benefits are delayed, reduced, or disappear altogether, you can feel like the rug is being pulled out from underneath you. In some states this November, people are waking up, checking their cards, and finding nothing there. And that's not just inconvenient, that's devastating. But I also want to remind you, there is something you can do. You're not powerless. So today we're going to talk about immediate, actionable steps you can take right now if your benefits don't arrive. And then we're going to talk about how to build a level of food independence that keeps you calm and steady and secure no matter what happens next. Because while the government systems can fail, and most likely will continue to do so, your pantry doesn't have to. So grab your favorite beverage, cup of coffee, a notebook, and let's talk about how we can move from dependence to independence. One shelf, one can, one meal at a time. Let's start about talking about what's happening right now. Let's be honest about it, okay? Because there's no beating around the bush here. Millions rely on food assistance every single month. 42 million people. That's not failure, that's reality. Life is expensive, groceries are expensive, but these programs have cracks, funding cuts, political gridlock, and bureaucratic delays. And now, in late 2025, we are seeing it happen again. States like Pennsylvania and Texas have reported delayed or reduced SNAP deposits for November. People are calling hotlines and hearing, "We're experiencing system errors," which doesn't put dinner on the table tonight. You're getting emails or letters or some kind of notification saying that SNAP benefits are most likely not going to be available on November 1st. So first, if this is you, take a deep breath. You're not alone, and you do not have to panic. We're going to walk through what to do right now, even if you're busy, overwhelmed, or just plain and tired and struggling. And I get it. Here's where we get practical, okay? If your benefits don't show up for November, here are 5 steps. 3 that you can do immediately, and 2 when you have a little more breathing room. So number 1, you want to go and check your status. Grab your phone, log in onto your state SNAP or EBT portal, and look for any messages about renewals or required documents, missing interviews, notifications of pending reviews. You want to check for all of those. These are the top 3 reasons benefits get delayed. It's rarely random. If you can't find anything online, call the customer service number on your card. I know waiting on hold is not fun, but even a 5-minute check can uncover what's going on. Step 2, prioritize what you already have. This step has the biggest immediate impact. Open your pantry, your fridge, and your freezer. Identify your most versatile items. Your rice, pasta, canned meats, eggs, beans, or not beans, oats, soups, frozen vegetables, anything that you've got that's edible. Make a quick list of 10 meals that you can create with what's on hand in your house today. Then, if your budget allows, you use cash for a few low-cost fresh items, things that stretch those meals, like a bag of carrots or a head of cabbage or onions or a dozen eggs. Your goal is to stabilize your food situation for the next 7 to 10 days while you figure out what's going on with the benefits. Step 3, reach out for emergency help. Please reach out for emergency help. If it looks like your benefits might be delayed more than a week, call 211, it's the United Way, to find local food pantries or church offering emergency groceries. Visit feedingamerica.org and type in your zip code for the nearest food bank. That's feedingamerica.org. All you have to do is type in your zip code. Ask your local Department of Human Services about emergency allotments. Some states can issue immediate help for those households facing a gap. Not all of them, but some of them. And it only takes a few calls or clicks, and it can make a really huge difference. Step 4, document everything. Do it as you're going through it, okay? Or when you have time, but don't put it off. It's something that you really need to keep track of. Keep track of dates, names, and what you were told. That's why I say it's best to do it as it's happening. If your case was approved but no funds arrived, you may be eligible for retroactive benefits once that issue is corrected. And if the problem persists, file for a fair hearing. You have the right, and sometimes just initiating it helps move your case along. I don't know how much this step will help with the government shutdown issue that's going on, but just in case, you still want to do it. Number 5, build your 2-week cushion. Now's the time to take action. Even as you stabilize things, start thinking forward. Buy 1 or 2 extra shelf-stable items each time you shop. Maybe a bag of rice, a jar of peanut butter, or some canned vegetables. That's how you start building a small cushion, a 2-week supply that's there the next time life or the system decides to hiccup. These steps might sound simple. They might sound like they're too good to be true, but they give you momentum, and momentum builds confidence, because every small action you take reduces your vulnerability and increases your peace of mind and your independence. We'll be right back right after a word from our sponsor.
As always, this podcast is brought to you by me, Leisa Sutton, and my book, Pantry Preparedness, The Best Insurance Money Can Buy. This book is your step-by-step guide to creating a pantry that protects your family no matter what life throws your way. This isn't about panic or hoarding. It's about calm, sensible planning. Inside, you'll discover simple ways to build a 30-day, 3-month, or even a 1-year pantry, budget-friendly strategies to stock up without overspending, and so much more. If you've ever worried about rising grocery prices, and who hasn't lately, noticed store shelves running empty, wanted to be ready for the unexpected, because the unexpected seems to be something that we're expecting anymore, this book gives you the confidence, tools, and peace of mind to be prepared, affordably and wisely. Pantry Preparedness, The Best Insurance Money Can Buy. You can get your copy with the link in the description box below. Because food security isn't about fear, it's about freedom. By the way, this book also makes a thoughtful gift for adult children, new homemakers, or anyone you want to encourage. Teaching someone how to prepare is one of the most loving things that you can do.
And we're back. So here's what I've learned after years of teaching preparedness. Most people don't start because of fear. They start because of frustration. They're tired of relying on systems that don't work. They're tired of watching prices climb and shelves empty. So let's reframe this, okay? If you didn't get your SNAP benefits this month, this moment can become your turning point. Your pantry can be your own food assistance program, one that never shuts down, one that is never impacted by politics. It doesn't run out, and it doesn't depend on anyone else's timeline. Even a modest pantry, 30 days of what your family actually eats, is an incredible amount of power. It means when benefits are delayed or hours get cut or life throws you a curveball, you're not immediately in crisis. You have time and you have options. And that's what real independence looks like. Let's get into the how, because I think that's super important. Stock what you eat what you stock. I say it all the time. If your family doesn't eat lentils, don't buy them, don't stock them. Build your pantry around your actual meals. Spaghetti, soups, casseroles, breakfast foods. That's what you want to do. Shop the sales, not habits. Pay attention to grocery cycles. Most of them, the staples, the pantry staples, hit their lowest price every 6 to 8 weeks. That's when you buy the extras. So that's when you want to make sure that you have a little set aside to buy a couple extra, and that will see you through every time that it occurs. Buy in bulk when it makes sense. For staples like rice, flour, sugar, oats, buying 25 or 50 pounds at once can save some serious money. Yes, it's going to be a little bit up front, but in the long run, it's going to save you some serious money. Stored in food-grade buckets with oxygen absorbers for long-term freshness. If you don't have buckets and you don't want to spend money on them now, just make sure that whatever you store it in is an airtight container. That is so very important, okay? Preserve what you can, whether it's canning, dehydrating, freezing, fermenting, freeze-drying, whatever. Preserving food when it's abundant saves you from paying peak prices later. Cook from scratch. It really doesn't take that much more time. Even 1 or 2 homemade meals a week instead of takeout adds up significantly. You save money and you learn how to stretch ingredients creatively. These are the building blocks of a pantry that works for you, not just one that looks full. Looking full doesn't matter. Always remember that preparedness isn't selfishness, it's responsibility. When we take care of our own food security, we reduce pressure on community systems. That means food banks can serve more people in true emergencies. And if you have a little extra, share. Offer a meal, trade garden produce, start a small neighborhood pantry swap. Community resilience is built from individual preparedness. Independence doesn't mean isolation. That's not the definition. It means stability. And stable people make strong communities. So if you're listening to this and you don't think your benefits are showing up on November 1st, please hear me. You are not forgotten and you are not helpless. Check your case, work with what you have, reach out for emergency help, document everything, and begin your 2-week cushion. And then shift your mindset from crisis to confidence. Your pantry is more than a shelf. It's security, it's comfort, and it's independence. It's how we reclaim control in uncertain times. You've got this. I believe in you, and I know that you can do it. If this episode helped you, or if you think it will help somebody that you know, please feel free to share it with somebody who's struggling. Remember, when food assistance fails, preparation prevails. Stay safe, stay prepared, and as always, keep stacking it to the rafters, my friends.